District, Bristol Township. I am also the official photographer for the Bristol Township Fire Companies and also the Interstate Marine Association. It has been my pleasure to produce this film for the Bucks County Fire Chiefs Association and for the Bucks County Firemen. My appreciation goes to all those who have helped to make this second annual event a success. My special thanks to John Riley, Fireman, 3rd District, Bristol Township, narrator. John Crawley, Fireman, 3rd District, Bristol Township, for sound. And also Chief William Sutton of the Newportville Fire Company, coordinator. As this film was produced in the field, without the benefits of professional studio equipment and technicians, we ask for your indulgence for the errors that may appear, but hope that you will enjoy this film. And now, here is John Riley to comment on the school and to interview the participants. John, will you take over?
Thank you, Jim. Some of you people seeing this film might be interested in the statistics involved in having a fire school. There will be over 400 men representing 28 fire companies pass through a 2-day course here. There will be 20 instructors. Some of the material donated by local concerns include 1,200 gallons of fuel oil, 100 gallons of gasoline, 110 gallons of solvent from the Roman Hawes Company. Here we see Chief Sutton instructing the fire chiefs and some of the men in the drills which they will go through, the location of the drill equipment, and some of the work involved in running this school. There are many people here today who are volunteers who, at no cost to the townships involved, furnish their effort to make firefighting in your area a good thing. I'm going to attempt to try and get 2 of the directors to talk to. Hello, we're glad to have you with us. This is the 1958 edition of the Bucks County Firemen's Association Fire School. We have 2 gentlemen here mainly responsible for setting this fire school up. Chief, would you tell us your name?
My name is Chief William Sutton of the Newportville Fire Department. We are Newportvilleers proud to have the firemen come down here to learn some of the practices that we have been proven to us that has been successfully, and we hope that the firemen will take advantage of them. We have some very good instructors down here today. We feel that they are good. They are only chiefs of the Bucks County firemen, and they are doing a fine job.
You, sir.
I'm Chief Hudson of Levittown Fire Company number 2. This is the one aim I always like to see, a fire school, a permanent fire school. Yesterday on Saturday we had about 178 firemen here. Today we're hitting around 250. What I'd like to do is see you get up to 300-400. And you can look around. I think they've been taking pictures of what was going on, and if anyone sees these pictures, we'd like to invite them next year to our 3rd annual fire school.
Gentlemen, how much does it cost to run a school like this in the way of materials?
Now, we've had the different oil companies gave us oil, and different fire companies bringing their own material, different like gasoline, and a couple of the companies around here, some of their products they've made, they give us to come out to burn, to test it, to see how to put it out in case we would ever be pulled in there. And in time, it's not the cost, it's a very little cost of the experience you get out of it. Have a large fire, but the experience we have will save thousands upon thousands of dollars.
How many years of fire experience have you had?
Well, I've been chief of the Newportville Fire Department for the last 10 years. I've been just an ordinary member, active member of the Newportville Fire Company, and also I was a member of Croydon Fire Department before I moved into Newportville.
Do we have any idea how much the equipment that has been brought here today is worth?
Well, right down here on the fire grounds, we don't have too many trucks here, but I'd say that runs right up there into the money. I won't want to estimate the prices because I just don't know who is down here on the fire ground. Although we do know that there's 4 trucks down on the relay that we don't see, and I know that they got well over $30,000 apiece in that equipment down there. We also have ladder trucks of Yardley and Doylestown up there at the school, and they run up in quite at $35,000, $40,000 apiece.
Well, we're beginning this course now at this fire school. You see 2 Capitol View firemen attempting to light off a tank of diesel oil on water. In the background you see Assistant Chief Con of Levittown No. 2 Fire Company. They're having some difficulty lighting this off. They're going to throw a kindling fuel, gasoline, on top of the oil. It should light up right away. The day out here is very bright, but due to the intensity of the flame, the heat, everything does look like it is a poor day. We're going to be seeing the use of a Navy-type fog nozzle, which gives an umbrella of 25 feet of fog. You will note the ease with which they are able to put this type of fire out with fog. Here we see one of the chiefs of the Capitol View Fire Company of Morrisville, Chief Girton. You will note that they back out looking at the fire in case of a rekindle. Understand that you're the fire marshal for the dog battery up there.
That's right, I'm the fire marshal.
Well, did you bring any equipment down here today?
I bought a quad tent, what they're using down there for a smoke demonstration for the different chemical masses. They putting them in through the tent down there. I was down this while ago watching them demonstrating the mass, how to adjust them and tell them how much pressure to put in their breathing masses and how long the canister of the mass will last and different things like that. I think it was a very nice demonstration down there.
In other words, the firemen are going into the tent, they're smoking there, and they're finding out how effective their mask and air pack equipment is.
And different chemicals, yeah.
All right, thank you very much for your interview.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
This is the Scott air pack going on one of the firemen. What fire company are you from?
Number 3.
What's your name?
3rd District, Edward Krowicki.
How long you been in the fire company?
3 years since it started. Charter member.
Your name, sir?
That's Schoell, 3rd District, Fire Company number 1, Bristol Township.
Tell us something about this air pack you're putting on.
This is one of the safest pieces of firefighting equipment that any fire company has in their possession.
Think we can use more of it?
Definitely. We need quite a few more. We got too many firemen going into smoke-filled homes and with no equipment to wear. And there's not enough money available to buy it.
How long can you go into a smoke-filled building with a unit like this?
Man can stay in there and rescue people for at least a half hour. And without it, you can't get in for 5 minutes.
It's behind you, or behind me, you see chemicals obtained from a local chemical company, floating on water, burning, and these firemen are attempting to put this fire out using high-pressure type fog nozzles. They are probably John Bean nozzles. This is a hot fire, extremely hard to put out. The chemical solution is more volatile than gasoline. You can see that with this type of nozzle, it's almost impossible this time to put it out. This fire was kindled using chemicals obtained, as previously mentioned, from the Roman Hawes Company. The chemicals were obtained through the efforts of Chief William Smith of the Croydon Fire Company. He has been the chief of the Croydon Fire Company for approximately 15 years. You will note that this fire is still not out. Now we see Chief Sutton of Newportville talking to Chief Smith of Croydon. Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name is W. Smith.
Now, what fire company do you
The
represent?
Croydon Fire Company. Right now I'm also representing Roman Hawes.
Representing Roman Hawes. Can you tell us what chemical is being used here at this school?
Yes, we have a dirty monomer. This chemical is used in the process of plexiglass.
It's a solvent for plexiglass.
That is the material that is used for making plexiglass.
It's much hotter than gasoline, is that correct?
That is much hotter than gasoline. In fact, it's almost impossible to put it out with fog.
How many years experience do you have, sir, as a
Well,
firefighter?
I've been in this business for 26 years now.
Still a youngster.
Yeah.
You think that the boys are going to learn something?
I believe they're fighting something now that they've never came in contact with before, and I think it's a good experience for them. It's very easy to put out on the know-how because it can be put out with dry chemical or foam. But as far as fog is concerned, you can see the reaction of fog on it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much, Smitty. That was an interview between Chief William Smith of the Croydon Fire Company and myself. The fire is still not out, as you can see. In a few minutes we're going to attempt to put this fire out with chemicals other than water. We'll use a dry powder type extinguisher and later on foam. They're now setting up for the dry powder demonstration. The Army Sergeant who you've seen here is a member of the D Battery of the 506 Missile Battalion located in Bristol Township. You now see the demonstration of dry powder extinguisher on this chemical fire. You will note that there is a rekindle immediately after the fireman backs out. Here is another man going in with another extinguisher. He can get one tank out. The other tank then rekindles the first tank that he got out. This is a hot fire and it's a very hot day today. We will now have a demonstration of the use of foam type extinguishing. The material was furnished by the Roman Hawes Company. They also produce it. The foam material being used, as previously stated, manufactured by Roman Hawes, is called Tricon. There is comparative ease of putting this fire out using this foam type firefighting method. Hello, sir. What is your name?
My name is Leonard Roberts.
Leonard, you're Chief Fire Marshal.
That's right.
That's for Bucks County.
Bucks County.
What fire company do you work out of?
Trevose Fire Company.
The Trevose Fire Company. Can you tell us some of the equipment they have up there?
Well, they have 3 pieces of apparatus at the present time. A 750-gallon pump, a 500-gallon, and a tank wagon.
Well, that sounds like a good setup there. Hello, sir. What's your name?
William Bolton,
Where are you from, Will?
Consolidated Bristol.
You learning anything down here today? And yesterday?
You always learn.
I know. No matter how hard you work, you still learn. Len, you think that the Bucks County firemen in general are doing a good job?
I think they're doing an excellent job. They can always learn by doing, and that's what we set up these schools for. I think the men are, both the chiefs and the men of the various fire companies are getting a lot out of this school yesterday and today, and I think we should go ahead and set one up for the county on a permanent basis.
You're in favor of a permanent county school. Do you have any idea where you'd like to locate the grounds for it?
It should be someplace that's accessible for the companies. The majority of the companies are in the lower end at the present time, probably in the vicinity of Newtown, from Newtown to Doylestown, in that section.
That is farm area up there, and we certainly ought to be able to obtain a piece of ground in the future. Len and Bill, can we move away from this fire? It's pretty hot. Mistakes here today, and the way that
I haven't
handling it?
I haven't been around too much today. I dropped in yesterday and today for a short visit. I haven't observed any mistakes. I think the fellows are following their teachers very good, and it's something I think we should really work on for the permanent school, as I said before.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to fire companies in this area?
Well, I think the general public, most of them, those that have been residents of this county for some time, realize the savings that the volunteer firemen give them by donating their time over at paid departments. If paid departments were working here, it would cost the taxpayers an exorbitant sum to support those firefighters.
Thank you very much, sir. That was an interview with Leonard Roberts, Chief Fire Marshal of Bucks County, and William Bolton, Assistant Chief of the Consolidated Fire Company of Bristol Borough, who is also an instructor here and who we will see later on instructing classes.
I represent the township. I'm the fire marshal, and we have this, the name is John J. Doster, and we have this school going here. It's put on by the Bucks County Fire Chiefs Association with the help of the County Association, and it's a very worthwhile school. We have oil bars, pumping relays, ladder work, gas mask drill,
And also magnesium fires.
It's the second one we held, and every year they should be getting better. So if we get more people to attend them, I think we'll have much better firefighting within the township and the county. I think it.
That was an interview with Chief John Doster of the Edgeley Fire Company, who is also the Chief Fire Marshal for Bristol Township. He works in close conjunction with Leonard Roberts, Chief Fire Marshal of Bucks County. We are back down at the tanks now, where we are burning fuel oil on top of water. They are using a narrow beam fog from a mystery type nozzle, probably a Rockwell manufactured nozzle. You will note that this fire was extinguished rapidly with this type of firefighting equipment. Great. What is your name?
Joan Bolton.
Joan, how long have you been with the Lower Bucks Rescue?
A year in July.
Are you a registered nurse or a first aider?
Just a first aider.
Do you have any registered nurses in the outfit?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Bill Nielsen.
Bill, how long have you been with the company?
Year and a half.
I understand that company's about 25 years of age. You fellows have any trouble bucking the older fellows in the outfit that've been there longer?
No, I think the spirit of cooperation is pretty strong.
Well, that's what I like to hear. I see one of your 5 ambulances here, apparently ready for any accident that we might have here today.
Hello, sir. Who are you?
Joseph Bites.
Joseph?
Joseph Bites. How long have you been with him?
Going on 3 years.
Going on 3 years. Well, this is a marvelous company down there. Can you tell us about the equipment that you have available?
Well, we have all sorts of first aid, whatever requires. We have resuscitators, we have wheelchairs, we have hospital beds, and we have incubators.
Thank you, Mrs. Bolton, Mr. Nielsen, and Mr. Bite of the Lower Bucks County Rescue Squad. This rescue squad has been in business for approximately 25 years. There are no paid members in the company. Their only support is through public subscription. They have done a marvelous job. They are dependable, and we rate them the best on the East Coast. This is their headquarters building located in the vicinity of Route 413 and 13 in Bristol Township. These people are on 24-hour duty, day in, day out. This is a gasoline fire being fought with high-pressure type fog. In a second, you will see coming in on the right the white helmet belonging to Assistant Chief William Bolton of the Consolidated Fire Company. His wife, Mrs. Bolton, was previously interviewed. He has a father Mr. William Bolton Sr., who is a member of the American Hose Hook and Ladder Company No. 2 of Bristol Borough, a very old and well-liked company in this area. They do a marvelous job down there in the borough. Now you see a truck, the use of which was donated by Mr. James Monty, contractor of Bristol Township. The truck is on its way up to the old school building, approximately 1/8 of a mile from this point, so that these men can participate in the ladder and rescue work. This is the site of the ladder and rescue work. The three vehicles that you see here, the one to the left is the Union of Marsville ladder truck, the one in the center is the Doylestown ladder truck, and the one to the extreme right is the Yardley fire truck. We are now going to attempt an interview with Chief Zielek of Yardley and Chief Schoell of Union of Marsville.
John Zielek.
John, what fire company are you from?
Yardley.
That's one with a big fire truck over here, the ladder truck.
It's only a 75-footer.
Well, that's plenty tall, believe me. You have many people freeze when they go up that?
We haven't had any freeze up until this time.
Sir, what's your name?
Frank Cowell.
Frank Cal. You're also from the Yardley Fire Company?
No, I'm with Union of Marsville.
Union of Marsville. And you have this other truck over here, the 85-footer.
We have the 85-foot aerial.
This is the truck we now see on the screen. A very nice piece of equipment. Any idea how much it costs as it sits right now?
It cost our company $28,000. At the present time, it runs $35 or $36.
$36,000. Did you have trouble raising that money?
No, we had no trouble at all.
Well, you're very fortunate, believe me. How about your truck? Any idea of the cost of it?
We have approximately $44,000 to $45,000 in it.
My goodness. Did you have any trouble raising the money, your fire company?
We didn't have any trouble raising what we have so far, but it's not completely paid for.
Louder, yeah. Chief Sutton, are you glad to have these people here today?
Well, as I said down at the fire grounds before, we are more than proud to have the fellas here, as I say now that we are up here at the school area where the ladder raising is done. And I am more than proud to say that the turnout that we have up here, and I would like to comment on Chief John Zielek and Frank Cowell, the fine job that they are doing up here at the school on their ladder work.
Have you had occasion to use these trucks recently in any rescue work or any fire work?
I haven't.
Well, we have used them in Yardley where we had a general alarm, and the public and some of the authorities claimed that it was through the use of the aerial that we saved the greater portion of the business area from being consummated.
Well, this was very fine. That was the fire up there, I think, burned out about a block, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a lumber yard.
Do you have any comments that you might want to address to the public concerning fundraising?
We have one finance drive a year, and it's mainly and only through that as a sole source of funds that we operate the fire company.
Well, I'm sure that I've learned a lot around here today and yesterday. I'm sure I'd like to see this school continue on. I'm sure you gentlemen would. I know I realize it's a lot of work for everybody involved. Thank you very much. At this time, we wish to thank Chief Zielek, Schoell, and Chief Sutton for their interview. You see here the proper method for picking up a ladder, carrying it on the shoulders by 4 men, going in and out of a building. You will note the rapidity with which they can turn around and reverse direction should the need arise. This is the method for carrying a ladder through a congested area where there may be firemen coming in and out of a doorway. We'll try for an interview with one of the firemen from a remote